and I'm gonna spotlight my video. Okay, hey y'all, I am so excited for this. I wanted to do an April kickoff for my team, and we just kind of opened it up for everybody. So I am super excited to do this for y'all. Literally, you guys, I don't know if y'all were present during April, but holy mackerel, April was insane. Like totally insane. It's just been crazy to see just how much growth we've had, not only as a team, but just like individually that we've each had since conference and since the beginning of the year. If you feel me, drop a 1. Like if you feel this momentum, it is literally so insane, and I'm super excited. So if you're super excited for the Zoom, drop a 1 so that I can see who's paying attention and who's already fallen off at the beginning of this Zoom. So if you just promoted last month, I want to know what you promoted to. So let me know what rank you got to. Let me know if you earned a rank up bonus. And if y'all didn't know, those were extended. Mark went live this morning at like 9 a.m. I was not awake yet because I was still recovering. Neither were probably any of y'all, but he went live sharing the new requirements for the rank up bonuses and for letting us know that they extended those bonuses, and it is $49.50 to join with a friend right now. So if you have been pushing to get charted for a promotion, or you're wanting some fast start bonuses because you need some money, or just getting people on your team if you just got started, it is $49 to join. And the best way to market that is making sure that you're saying, me and Carly posted this morning a pictures of just me and a friend, and we just talked about 2 is better than 1. Getting started with this business with a friend is so amazing because you're getting to work towards the same goal with your best friend. So be sure to shout out what promotion you earned, what rank up bonuses you got. And I just wanted to remind y'all that rank ups are extended, so be super loud about what you're doing. So if you promoted, let me know. So that's the first thing I want to talk about is those of you that did promote last month, you've got to know where you're going. The biggest mistake I ever made was promoting and sitting back and being like, woo, we did it, man. Like, we're done. I'm not going to keep going anymore. I'm just going to take a break. Because when you take a break, your team does too, and then you're screwed. Because you've lost rank, your team isn't working, you're losing the momentum. Because like I said, all of you that posted a 1, the momentum is so insane right now, and momentum is extremely, extremely hard to get and very easy to lose. So if you feel like your volume's going up and your team is pumped and you've got all these people going and you're pushing towards your next rank, don't let that go, because I guarantee you will regret it so badly if you promote and you're like, whew, man, I'm tired. I pushed all month last month. I'm going to chill out. I'm going to lean back in my chair. And I'm going to see what my team does. You have to lead from the front every single day. You have to know exactly where you're going. You have to get your team going. You have to do the trainings. You have to do exactly what you've been doing in order to keep that momentum. Because I promise you, after I went diamond, I sat at diamond for 10 months trying to push to go double. And I know Carly's sitting right here next to me nodding her head because we promoted at the exact same time because we got comfortable. We sat there, we were like, we're making $2,000 as a diamond, whatever rank you are, and put into my story. We sat there and we just got tired, and we were just like, oh, you know what? Like, let's see what our teams do. Your teams ain't doing nothing if you ain't doing something, okay? So make sure that yes, you promoted. Yes, that's amazing. Congratulations. You can take today getting, your whole life together, catching up from everything, getting all your potentials written down. Today was really my game plan day. Figuring out what giveaways I'm going to do for my team and which trainings I'm going to do and getting stuff in order and really just recouping from last month because I am tired. I feel you. Comment a 2 in the chat if you feel tired. If you're like, dude, I don't know if I can push like I did last month. Like, I am whooped. I feel you. But you know what? When you see your paychecks grow and you see your team continue to promote and you're taking up on this season of growth that we have right now and this insane momentum, I promise you, you may be tired, but I would do this all over again if it was going to be harder the second time, just knowing what I've been able to get from all the momentum. If y'all don't know, last year I went to conference, I was barely maintaining, I maintained diamond like right after we left for conference. I went double diamond the next month. 3 months later, I went triple diamond. 3 months later, I went presidential diamond, and now we're going ambassador. So I'm still riding the conference train momentum from last year, and it already came back this year. So I just want y'all to know just to keep it here, stay excited, work super, super hard, and don't let that go away, because when it's gone, and I don't want y'all to go through what I went through. So learn from my mistakes, okay? So that's the biggest thing. The next thing, if you just promoted, you've got to know what you're doing this month. If you're not promoting, if maybe you feel like, you're not even charted for double, or maybe you went ruby and you're trying to go emerald and you're just trying to get charted right now, take the 1st to the 15th of the month to be charted for your promotion and spend the rest of the month pulling in that volume. So I always tell my team this: you are the coach of your own team. Every time you went to practice in middle school, high school, I don't know because I wasn't athletic and I didn't make any of the teams, but I do know that coaches have plays. They have it ready. Every time you go to practice, what do? They tell you exactly what to do in practice because they did it beforehand. They had all the plays drawn out. They knew exactly what to tell you to practice. They had already looked at what the competition was going to be like to tell you what you needed to work on. That's exactly what you're doing. If you are not leading your team and telling them where they are going this month, they don't have guidance. They're not like you. They're not at that step and they're not at that stage of leadership yet. So you've got to know that if you're going Ruby, you have 3 people on your team that have to get to 400. You go to those 3 people and you say, hey, you're going to the 400 club this month. This is what you're going to do to get here. And this is what you need to do. Teaching them how to go Ruby, doing that to your 3 people. If you're going Emerald, you have 2 Rubies underneath you. You need to go to those Rubies and say, hey, you're going Ruby this month. I'm super excited to lock arms with you. Are you in or are you out? Like, are you ready to do this with me? That's what you have to do. Your team has to know exactly what's going on play by play, circles, triangles, squares, arrows, everywhere that everything is going, because I'm telling you this right now. You can know exactly where you're going. You can know that if you went Ruby last month, you're dead set on going Emerald. If you're going Emerald and you feel it in your heart you're going Emerald, but you're not letting anybody else on your team know where they're going, you're going to be full-fledged going straight, and your team's going to be taking detours back here and exiting and going backwards, and you're going to be pulling dead weight because they don't know where they're going. So I want you to know tonight, you must know, have your chart printed out of the next promotion, because you're not going to sit back and chill out and be like, whoa, man, what a month last month, like I'm diamond, we're just gonna chill out. Don't do it, okay? Know exactly where you're going. Make sure your team knows where they're going so that you can go together as a whole, because no promotions come together without the help of your team. So your diamonds need to know, your promoting legs need to know, and you also don't neglect the 400 boxes thinking, oh, they're not a promoting leg, so they just have to get to 400. Teach them to go Ruby. Get their Ruby chart out, because if they're going Ruby, they're going to get to the 400 club faster and easier, and you're going to have so much more promotions past what you need. So that's how you build strong. So that's the first thing. The next thing is what I want to talk about that I can actually personally tell you. So for those of you that missed your promotions last month, I want you to drop a 3 in the chat. If you were pushing, you were going over hell or high water, pushing that for promotion, and you came up short, I want you to drop that promotion, that number 3 for me, so I can know. Okay, we've got lots of 3s. Okay, I know who I'm preaching to now. Okay, so let me go ahead and drop my 3. Me too. Carly's gonna drop her 3. Allison's gonna drop her 3. Do you feel me? We all missed our promotions, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. I know that I gave 110% to that promotion, and I went to sleep last night promoting 2 other diamonds and helping a triple diamond promote and helping a double diamond on my team promote and cheering on another double diamond, because I did not just go to bed. I did not just quit. I did not just sit there and say, oh, dang, I didn't promote, so I'm going to cry about it and I'm going to freak out and I'm just going to like give up and I'm just going to change my goal real quick. I'm not going to go ambassador. Like, I'm just going to be the happiest presidential for the rest of my life. No. You know what I did? I sat there about 5 days ago when I realized that it probably wasn't going to happen. I cried for a few hours and I got right back up and went to my team and said, okay, who's promoting? Locked arms with those that were sitting on work Zoom with me, those that were texting me, those that were enrolling, those that were working. And I said, okay, let's get it done. Because what that did is, because I didn't quit 5 days ago when I realized I wasn't promoting, and because I didn't quit 3 days into the month because I realized that I wasn't enrolling as much as I should have, I worked with those that were working with me that were willing to put 110% effort into it so that I could get closer to my goal. So if you missed Ruby, if you missed Emerald, if you missed Diamond, if you came short for double, whatever the heck your promotion was, I want you to tell me what you're going to do this month to reach that promotion, whether it's getting on work Zooms every single day, whether it's showing up for trainings, whether it's leading your team more. Maybe you feel like you didn't post good enough. Are you going to post better? Are you going to stay consistent? I want you to drop every single thing in the chat that you're going to do this month to make sure that you do not miss your promotion again. Because I think that's the biggest thing. Is it's May 1st, you guys. You're getting a clean slate to reach this promotion again. And you get to start over. You get the same chance that you had last month. You get the same chance that I have. You get the same chance that Carly had, because instead of just giving up every single, however many, 156 of you that are on this Zoom, you're gonna get back up. And you're gonna decide that your goals are not worth giving up on. Your goals, or whatever your why is, it's not worth just saying, oh, I missed it. I'm gonna sit here and change my goal. No, you change the timeline. I know that every single promotion, every person on my team, every distributor, every customer that's coming into my organization is already planned out for me. God's got this plan of my timeline of promoting. He knows when I'm going Black Diamond because I know I'm going Black Diamond, okay? And he knows exactly when that's going to be. So I always know that if I miss a rank, it's not because I didn't work hard for it. It's not because I gave up halfway through the month. It's not because I didn't push for it, because I know that I'm not like that. And I know that it's because that wasn't meant to happen when it's meant to happen, but I know that I led my team to where they wanted to be, and that's how you get to where you want to go. You have to be a servant leader and know that if you don't reach off your goal, who under you can reach a goal? Who can reach a 400 club? Who can get a shopping spree? Even if it's a small goal, who can you help? Because when you start helping your leaders and you start pouring into your team and believing in them and coaching them, and when you're not reaching your goals, you're helping them reach theirs, you'll reach yours in the process. So if you were one of those people that dropped a 3 in the chat, don't quit on yourself halfway through this month. Don't get down on yourself and say, oh, well, it's just like last month. I'm going to give it another month. Momentum only lasts this long, you guys, just like I said. You can't sit there and sit back and say, oh, like there's going to be another month for me. I understand if you put 110% effort into your business and you pushed until the last second at 11:59, it didn't happen. That's different. I'm talking to the ones right now that are kind of like, oh, shoot, she's talking to me. Like, I'm getting a little sweaty. I know what it feels like to be guilty when someone's talking about something and they're not talking to me, but they're talking to me. If you're one of those people that on about the 15th of the month or maybe the 25th, typically 8 to the 15th is when people quit, or they quit on their promotion because they saw their paycheck and it wasn't high enough, or their team came to them freaking out that their paychecks weren't high enough, or the 25th came around and all orders ran and your number was too big for you, so you sat back and gave up. Don't do that. You are not a quitter. Don't do that this month. Don't let that be an option. Because I'm telling you right now, a number is just a number. If Amanda Boucher can pull in 50,000 volume from the 25th to the end of the month to pull off ambassador, then you can too. If Jordan Mullenix can pull in 13,000 GV to go triple diamond in 5 days, you can too. If Cheyenne Nickerson, who went triple, pulled in 5,000 as a double diamond to go double diamond from the 25th, you can too. I was 700 away on the last day of the month when I went diamond. I pushed that crap together because it was going down, and I did that because there was no number that was big enough when my dreams were bigger. So you've got to decide, is your why, whether that's your kids, whether that's debt, whether that's you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, whether you join this business to put up no excuses, and here you are throwing in excuses, whether you're using your why as an excuse, quit that. Because you are going to promote if you decide right now. It is the first of the month. There is no closer to the beginning of the month. If you decide right now that you're going to promote and nothing is going to stand in between you and that promotion, then there's nothing coming in between you and that number. Yes, I decided I was going ambassador. Yes, I busted my butt last month. And yes, my team did ridiculously insane things. If y'all on here and you're on my team, I love you. But I just want you to know that every single thing that went into that, we did everything that we could. And that's what makes me happy. I'm bummed, yes, that I don't get to see Ambassador Diamond on my eSuite, but I am freaking proud that I did everything I could to pull that off. And if that's how you feel, that's great. I'm talking about the ones that are giving up on themselves so easy, that are quitting halfway through the month, that they get told no 5 times and suddenly they're like, oh crap, this business isn't made for me. I literally texted every single one of my customers to get them to order again. And it on my Connect app, it said you've contacted 1,431 people. You know how many people placed an order for me? 30. But I was freaking pumped about those 30. If you get one response when you message, if you post and you get one comment, I don't care if you get none. The work you're putting in is getting you to where you want to go. Guys, we promote 9 times in this business. 9 months out of a whole entire lifetime. I'm going to be a wrap girl for life, so I've still got a hot minute because I joined this business a little bit earlier than most people. So I have 60, 70 years of being a wrap girl left, and I know that 9 months out of this business is when I promote, but every single thing in between that I do is what gets me to those 9 months of promoting. Yes, I promoted to presidential in October, but it was the 2 years before that got me to that 1 month of promoting. Yes, I'm promoting to Ambassador Diamond this month, but I've been in this business 2.5 years, and every single day I've posted about this business. Every single day I've reached out to new people. Every single day I've led my team to get to this point. So if you miss your goal, so what? And get over it. Figure out a new month and get your promoting pants on and pull them up. I always tell my team that. Pull up, tighten the suspenders on your promoting pants and get over it. Because I know that there is nothing getting in between you and that promotion if you decide right now that there's nothing stopping you. Okay? So if you promoted, you better know exactly where you're going this month. If you didn't promote, you better get that chart right back out, re-update it in eSuite, get that full number of how far away you are, divide it by how many days we have left in this month, and get after it. You feel me? Okay. So the third thing I want to talk about is something that literally drives me bonkers, but it's also something I've done before, and it's staying in your lane, guys. There are so many people on my team, and I was just talking about this with Carly today. It is exhausting to believe in someone so much and they don't believe in it themselves. To see people, how many of you, drop a 4 in the chat, if you have someone on your team that you just know if they would just like pull their head out of their rear end and pull, if Carly's got her toes up with 4s. If you have someone on your team that you just know if they would just freaking remove their head from their rear and just go for it, they would be Ambassador Diamond with you. That's a lot of 4s, okay? I know y'all feel me. I know that. And I know that some of you typing the 4s, it's you too. You don't see the potential in yourself of where you could be. I don't know why. I can't tell you that. And the biggest part of it is because you can't stay in your own lane. You're so focused about what Becky Sue's doing over here and Sally Mae over here is doing. You're comparing your month 2 to someone's month to year 2. You're comparing your business to my business. I'm comparing my business to Carly's business. Why do we do that? Why? They are not you. You do not have the same people on your team. You do not have the same markets. You don't have the same personality. You don't have the same journey. You don't have the same why. So why are you comparing your business to someone else's? You've got to stay in your lane. You've got to put your blinders on. You've got to know from point A to point B where you're going and not care what anyone else is doing. Because at the end of the day, they're not paying your bills. They're not paying your paychecks. They're not writing your paychecks. They're not on your team, and they're not enrolling for you. So if you want to go Emerald and this person that joined right the same day that you did is triple diamond, congratulations. They probably don't have as strong of a team as you are because you're taking it slow and you're doing it the right way, right? I know so many people that I've seen promote before I joined this business that I used to look up to, and I used to compare my business to them because they were double diamond and I was still a little puny old ruby. How I felt in my own head, I was like, I'm just a ruby and they're double diamond. I'm past them now. So imagine if I would have sat there and compared my business to theirs and said, oh, you know, they're double diamond, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's not about one specific person. I'm just saying I used to do it. I used to sit there and say, oh, what if I was them? Or what if I was this? Or what if I had brown hair? Or what if I was super freaking twig skin? You know what I'm saying? I know y'all feel me. I know you feel me because we've all done it. But I want you to know that this entire month, you've got to stay in your own lane. If there are people that you follow that do not inspire you but make you feel bad about your business, unfollow them. It's not a personal thing. It's a business thing. If they make you feel bad about where you're going, they don't need to be in your life. Yes, you can cheer them on. Yes, you still love them, but you have to focus on your business at the end of the day. So your chart is not like their chart. You're probably building stronger. You probably will have that tiny 400 box on the bottom of your chart. I've had plenty of those that are now the top leaders on my team that I used to look at them as 400 boxes. And they probably looked at someone else and said, oh, I'll never be there. And look where they are. So I just wanted to, talk on that because there's so many people on my team that are just like, well, this person did it in 2 days and I'm still here struggling to maintain or whatever it is, or I want to do this, but this person already did it in 6 months and I've been here 2 years and I haven't done it. Who the flip cares? You are your own person. You run your own business. You have your own why. You're doing your own thing. And I know at the end of the day, every single one of us want to be Ambassador Diamond. Do you not? Drop a 5 if you want to be Ambassador Diamond in this company. And every single one of you that dropped a 5 better know that your journey will never look like mine. My journey will never look like yours. And that's the beauty of it all, is that you're confident, that you're excited, that you do your own thing, that you run your own business and you are your own person. So that's my drop on that. I'm so tired of seeing that. I'm sweating through this shirt. You can see my pit stains. I get a little red up in here, but it's okay. Blow on me. But that's the next thing. So on top of that, I want to talk about systems, you guys. Let me just give you a second. Drop a 6 if you absolutely love your leader. Drop a 6. I'm going to drop some 6s for me, some 6s for Carly, some 6s for Allison. Drop a 6 if you love your leader, okay? You are on you're on the number 5 team in the entire company. How does that feel? I know that feels good to me because I'm like, yeah, Courtney. Okay, number 5. Soon it'll be number 1. I know it. Okay. Number 5 team. So you know what that speaks? You know what that says? You have the leadership. This team, this tribe, every single team page, every single training, every single leadership thing that we have, the leadership is there. So what that also means is that you have everything that you need in order to be successful. You have all the systems, you have duplication, you have leaders that are super strong, that love you and care about you. You have people that do trainings every single Tuesday, and mine are on Sunday, and there's trainings that Jade does, and there's trainings everywhere. There's YouTube. You've got every single thing that you need. The only thing that keeps you from being successful is you either utilizing the training or you not utilizing the training. Like, I can speak for myself. I know I do a team training every single Sunday and a leader training every single Monday. If you don't get on them, that's on you. If you don't show up, I mean, tell me, drop a 7 if there has been something that you've learned from a Zoom that has completely changed your business. You've watched one Zoom and one leader has told you one thing that completely changed everything. I know Christy Christensen one time told us on a Zoom to stop asking people their budget, because you knowing how much money they have is none of your business. And she changed my life, because I used to ask budget and people would be like, like $15. They don't know what we're selling. One thing completely changed everything. And now we're over here popping triple threads, selling $200 and something worth of products, when I used to say, you want some fat fighters? You feel me? One thing. So if I do a training every Sunday for my team, Courtney does trainings on Tuesdays, I do a leader training on Monday, Jade does a leader training on Monday, the leadership is there. But when are you going to start showing up for those Zooms? When are you going to start? I mean, we pay for these Zooms, okay? We pay for these to be upgraded so that all of you can fit on them. So that's what I'm talking about. When you say you love your leader is there for you every step of the way. And maybe you feel like your direct upline doesn't necessarily know what they're talking about yet because they're new. You have uplines everywhere. And the top one is Courtney Bohr, and I know that she loves y'all. And I know that she does everything for all of us. And we wouldn't, me and Carly sitting here, I'm literally sweating, y'all. It's getting heated up in here, okay? Me and Carly, I know that for sure. Like, we do trainings and we lead our team because we were taught that way. So the way that we lead you is the way that you're going to lead your teams on and on and on, generation on. Show up for you and show up for your team. Stop saying, oh, well, I'm just too tired, or I've been working all day, so I'm not going to get on a training, or you feel me? Stop with the excuses and get on the trainings and start pouring into your business, because I give 98% of my success to Zooms. This house is going to crumble soon. This thunder is crazy. So I give 99.9% of my success to Zooms, showing up and being surrounded by people. I did a Zoom about Zooms a few Sundays ago on my team. Like, I was like, this Zoom about Zooms, okay? Because I'm talking about the importance of them, the importance of just being surrounded by like-minded people who are doing the same things as you. You know, when you go to work every single day, for those of you that are still working in corporate America, not for long, if you decide you don't want to do that anymore, you can work full-time from this, but there's so many of you that go to work every single day. You see your coworkers. You're around the people that are working with you every single day. You work at McDonald's, you're flipping burgers with all the people that are flipping burgers at McDonald's. That's the same thing we do on work Zooms. We don't have the luxury of seeing each other face to face. So being on work Zooms and being on trainings and seeing all the same people that are pushing for promotions, there's power in that. There is something special in knowing when you stay up late every single day, all of you are fighting for something more. Something to change your life, extra income, putting food on the table for your family, paying off your car, getting out of debt, whatever it is, you're all doing the same thing. And we sit here and take time out of our nights every single time we have trainings, and we do that for you. So if we show up for you, you show up for us. That's how it works. This is all a team effort. This is all a team business. This is everything that we do together. So you have to show up if I'm going to show up for you. You feel? You feel. Okay, and that just goes into systems of knowing, you show up for Zooms. Our team, I know I've shared this script in Diamond Tribe as well. All we do is sell triple threat. If someone says weight loss, the first thing we do is triple threat. I post on my story, talk about the triple threat. All my before and afters, the triple threat. Like, that's all it is. So I'm going to post a script in here. I can post it in the team page as well. If everybody's doing the same thing and everybody's got the same systems that work, guys, I've built myself from triple and presidential. I use the same script. Same thing every single time. So that is the triple threat with 2 keto coffees, chocolate greens, cleanse, and then you upsell the ThermoFight X after you get their information. Obviously, there's going to be different questions. Obviously, there's going to be different things that they ask and ingredients and stuff like that, but that's generally the conversation you're going to have every single time. If you follow that every single time and you duplicate that with your team and everyone's doing the same thing, systems are how everyone just gets on the same page and the momentum is built. We do the same thing every single time. We talk about the triple threat. And yeah, obviously there's gonna be people that are not talking about weight loss, but generally everything we sell is keto coffee. You right? Cleanse, Thermophyte X, it's all in there. So you can obviously change that up if you want to sell Thermophyte X, if you want to just do cleanse, fat fighters, whatever. But that's generally the script that I always follow. That is beautiful. And if I place an order for someone, that's all I ask. All I do is get their billing and shipping, their email. That's it. Because I create a password for all my customers. I make it their first name with a capital letter. So if it's Carly, it's capital C, Carly1. So therefore, I always know if I need to log into their account, I know their password, and I don't need any of like a long list of information from them because sometimes people don't want to send that. So I always place my orders for customers so that it gets done. I know it's right, and I know that I've told them about the $50 fee. I've told them about the 90-day challenge, all that stuff. So I wanted to get that to y'all and just know that new distributors with this $49 50-cent kit. There's new distributor trainings on YouTube. I have one. I know that there's trainings all in Diamond Tribe about how to get your first 4 customers, all the new distributor trainings. So when you enroll a new distributor, you'll shout them out on the post that's at the top of the page that says, welcome to Diamond Tribe, or welcome to whatever team page you're on in here. You'll shout out your new distributors on that. And there's also a shout out post where you'll, shout out Becky for enrolling a customer, or you for being charted for a promotion, or someone, doing something good, or you want to cheer on someone. That way everything can stay organized, all that kind of stuff. So triple threat, it doesn't matter. Triple threat is just 3 products. So it can be Coffee Greens Cleanse, Coffee Greens Thermophyte, Fat Fighters Thermophyte Cleanse, whatever. But we just do Coffee Greens and Cleanse because I know that works. And a lot of us already have our own before and afters for that as well. So triple threat script, new distributor announcement. For my team, I also do new distributor trainings every single Thursday, especially now that it's $49.50. That means new distributors are coming in like crazy. So I wanted to touch on that for a second. If you have, new distributors that you're enrolling, the biggest tip that I have for you is, I do it all on my iPad now, but I used to just get a sheet of paper and I would write down all of their names. So if I enrolled Carly, Becky, Sarah, Jamie, I have their names, and then I have 5 columns, 4 columns for their first 4 loyal customers so they can get their shopping spree, and a 5th column whether they have their auto shipment set up or not. If you don't know, when you enroll a distributor and they earn their shopping spree, essentially, they have an 80 BB auto shipment and they get 2 customers, or if they don't have their 80 BB auto shipment set up and they get to 150, you get a $100 bonus for every single distributor you enroll. So if you needed a little bit more momentum and more encouragement to enroll some distributors with this promotion, $100 every single person. That motivates me. I don't know about y'all. I'm super red. If you feel me, you feel me. So definitely make sure you're doing that and you're shouting them out on that page, but make sure you're training them, guys. And keep it simple, getting their first 4 customers, sending screenshots, giving them a message to send out, making sure you add them to the team page. Because like I said, with all of our leadership, there is stuff all in Diamond Tribe and all in our team pages and YouTube for people to watch. So don't freak out if you're enrolling a distributor and you're like, well, I don't know how to train them. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing myself. I feel like we've all gone through it. Like, I had to train people from knowing nothing too. That's what your uplines are for. And so, yeah, so I want to know if you'll have any questions. Go ahead and drop them in the chat. I'm going to start answering some questions, questions about promotions, questions about anything, what you need to promote. But the biggest things I just want to talk to y'all about is just got to stay in your own lane. This month is going to be so wild. I know there's going to be incredible promotions. We're coming out with a new product this month. Hello. That's going to be super exciting. So you have all the momentum, you have the fire, you have everything that you need. You have leadership, you have the trainings, you have the new products, you have $49.50 to get distributors started. You have rank up bonuses. What I'm trying to tell you is that you got to go. Like, you've got to go. You've got to decide where you want to go this month. And the biggest thing above it all is you've got to know why. If you know why you're doing this and you know why you're pushing so hard for promotions and why you're staying up late and getting up early, the how will break itself down. You don't have to know how. I mean, I literally joined this business as ignorance on fire, had not a single clue. Sometimes I go back and look at the messages that I send out and I was like, how did I get here? How did people not block me instantly? Because my messages were whack and my posts were like black, green, and bling. You don't gotta have it all figured out right now. Because I guarantee you probably none of y'all have ever done network marketing before you've done this. So it's okay. It's okay to fail. It's okay to be like a crazy psycho rap girl and be like, buy my stuff, join my team. And you don't even know what you're saying. It's fine because it's going to come and you're going to continue to grow and you're going to watch these Zooms. Hello, back at it. You're going to watch these Zooms and you're going to learn how to do every single thing all the time. So I'm just going to answer a few of these questions. If I skip over your question, it's because I'm skipping over it. Do you send that after they commented on a host post? Yeah, so if it's from a host post for ThermoFight, I'll send them the message about ThermoFight and I'll upsell them the coffee greens and cleanse. So I'm always upselling no matter what. I never just like never, like if someone came to me about hair, skin, and nails and was like, I want to buy hair, skin, and nails. I get their information to place it, or I tell them like they're about to place their order. And I'm always like, you should try this, this, and this, because the worst thing they're going to do is say no, and it gets you more volume. Yes, to get $100 shopping spree, it's 2 loyal customers and them having their ADBV auto shipment set up. If they do not have that set up, they have to get to 150 in personal volume. The new bonus rules. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I asked and everyone said yes to this. So if you were pushing for a rank up bonus this month, you have to be commission qualified with an ADBV auto shipment or 150 in personal bonus volume. Can y'all hear me? It says my connection's unstable. Am I cutting out? We good? Nod your head, yes. Okay, cool. You have to be commission qualified. That's the first thing. So just keep that in mind. Just like always, you have to be commission qualified. Second, you have to have 150 PBV or PCB in new customers enrolled in 2019 separately. So you should have either a total of 300 or whatever your auto shipment is. So new 150 loyal customers enrolled in 2019, and get yourself commission qualified if you're going for a rank up bonus, which is diamond and above. And that has to be maintained all 10 months of your promotion.
150 personal customer volume in May, or?
And whatever month you're promoting. Yeah. Or, I mean, if you've had them before, I'm pretty sure that counts. If you're just not promoting.
Before, you don't have to maintain the 150.
Yeah. Yeah, if you promoted before this month, April and before, these rules do not apply to you as long as you had your 150 to promote. Following new people, liking pictures, cold messaging, I haven't gotten any interaction. So interaction is huge on Instagram. If you post once an hour on your story, every single hour, it's going to pop your bubble back to the front every single time. So make sure throughout the day you're posting on your story about food that you're eating, outfits, things that you love, your dogs, your kids, products, stories if you talk about the business. Just interact and do all sorts of different stuff in your stories so that people are swiping up and stuff. And the biggest thing is you have to be using Instagram's features, adding music to your stories, adding questions, adding polls, because when you start using that, you're getting interaction from your followers back and forth. I always do like swipe up to get the recipe, swipe up to figure out what store. I never just tell people where I bought something. I never put like, oh, I bought this shirt from Old Navy today, it's so cute. I say swipe up if you want to know where I got it, so that I'm constantly getting messages from people so that my interaction is going up. Summer, if you feel like if you're asking someone for their information and you already feel weird about asking for their information, they're going to feel weird and they're not going to send it to you. I swear, it's all mindset. This is my job. I place customers' orders all day long. So if they're not going to give me their information, they know who I am. Do you think I'm just going to sit here and steal their information when they know that they're literally giving it to me? No, I don't care about it, because people send their card information through stuff all the time. I'm literally asking for their credit card information to place an order for the cleanse. If I steal their information, they know where to find me. So I don't feel uncomfortable about asking. When people get weird, I'm like, no, it's totally big deal. No big deal. You can place your own order. But I always ask to place it first. Okay, so the last thing that I really wanted to go over is, in order to reach your goals in this business, in order to do the things you want to do, in order to reach the promotions you want to reach, you are not going to enroll every single day. You are not going to produce results every single day. You're not going to get 100 yeses. You're not going to get 100 customers. Get that out of your head. You do this business every single day, and what you do is you have to be consistent. Consistent. That is my biggest tip. If you don't pull anything from this Zoom at all, you have to be consistent. Have to be consistent. Consistent. If you want to know all these people that message me and ask for the secret sauce and ask for that one thing that changed my business and ask for that one thing that got me to where it is because I have never once not posted about this business. I have never once not led my team. I've never once not started new conversations, even if I got told no all day long. I've never not once followed up with my potential customers that I've been talking to. I have them all saved as PLC so that I can go through the Connect app and contact all of them, or I can go through my contacts and contact all of them. So if you want to know how to get to where you want to go, it's to be consistent, 110%. And I know that when I work this business every single day, if I don't enroll today, it's fine. If I don't enroll today, tomorrow, it's fine. As long as I know every single day when I go to bed that I did the work that it took to get there. If you're not enrolling and you're not doing the work, it is not fine. That's where people, they only pick and choose what they want to hear. And they're like, oh, she said it's fine to not work. She said it's fine not to enroll. No, it's not what I said. I said it's fine if you are busting your butt to get the work done and to change things up. If what you're doing, for weeks isn't making you enroll, then you've got to change something up. You've got to be willing to be uncomfortable in order to get comfortable. You've got to be willing to change your message if you're not getting responses, change your follow-up if people aren't enrolling, change the way you ask for information if they're not sending it to you, change the way you, just simply when I go on Instagram and I ask for someone's phone number, there's a message that I used to use that didn't work, and I changed the message and it started working. So if you're getting discouraged in the process of doing something, stop doing it. Stop doing stuff that's not working. Do stuff that does work, that's going to get you to where you want to be. I've been consistent every single day in my business, and that's how I've got to where I am, because I consistently work. I consistently post once a day. I consistently blow up my story. I message, I follow, I work with my team. I teach them to do the exact same thing, and I do consistent trainings, and I get on WorkZoom pretty much every single day. If you get on my WorkZoom, I'm on there. I just understand that I do this business lifelong. This is something I'm doing for years and years and years from now. So I'm not thinking right now. I'm thinking where I want to be. So right now, I want you to post in the chat of where you want to be a year from now. What paycheck do you want to see? What rank do you want to be? What house do you want to be? How will you feel? Will you be happy? Will you be excited? Will you be relieved because you're not in debt anymore? You're not super broke, or you're not living off Taco Bell dollar menu. How are you going to feel a year from now, and what rank are you going to be? I want to know that, because I want to know that you're not sitting here thinking every single day right now. Because if you think right now, you're going to get discouraged that you're not reaching those goals right now. Because if you are going to do this, I don't care. There's a person, if someone knows, they promoted once a year for 8 years while they were in this business. Diamond, a year later, double, a year later, triple, a year later, in presidential, a year later, ambassador. If it takes you 30 years to go ambassador and you're making $30,000 a month, I think it's worth it. I sure as heck think it's worth it, because you know what you got to do? You got to stay home, and you got to live your life, and you got to live the freedom that you want to live, and you got to be home with your kids, and you got to pay off your debt in the process, and you don't have to slave away from corporate America. That is worth it to me. So for all of you that have such small goals and you get so mad when you don't go diamond in 2 seconds, what are you thinking about? Yeah, you want to, some of these people are saying double, triple, diamond and above, triple, diamond. These are great goals, and you can totally achieve them. But if you don't, are you going to quit? Are you going to give up? Because I sure as hell hope not. I hope that you're going to change the timeline and not the goal. I hope that you know that every single thing you set your mind to do this month, next month, this year, the next 10 years, you can achieve that. The only way you can't is if you give up on yourself. Because I want to tell you something that literally rubs me the wrong way every single time, is when people join this business, they have people that trust them to join this business, and they have people underneath them, and they quit because they are not going anywhere. You know what you just did? You just not only quit on yourself, but you quit on them too. You quit on the people that are watching you every single day. I don't care if you feel like you get no interaction on your stuff. There are people watching you silently. I always talk about Courtney Lavey, went presidential in 4 months underneath Courtney Boer, watched her every single day, unfollowed her, and then she followed her back, and then she went presidential in 4 months. You don't know what kind of crazy monsters are following you that are going to join your business and go pres in 4 months. Hello. So just keep that in mind, you guys. I watched Courtney Boer for a 30-second increment of clicking on her picture and was like, woo, bought a new car, I'm in. But that's just because I'm red. Some people need to be green and be like, okay, what do you do? How much money do you make? What percentage commission? There's people like that out there. But don't quit on them because you quit on yourself. Don't allow that to be an option. Don't quit on the people that literally lay in bed at night every single night, bawling their eyes out of stress because they can't make ends meet. That's what you're quitting on when you quit, is the people that are putting their faith in you to be something for them. Some people don't have hope. Some people don't have confidence. Some people don't have courage. And sometimes you just have to put that courage in someone else, and they're putting it in you, whether you feel like it or not. Maybe you feel like there's no one watching you, and you are that person that texts their upline and they're like, I'm so discouraged. Nobody wants this. Nobody wants this business. If nobody wanted these products, y'all, we would not be promoting anymore. We would not be about to go beyond $1 billion in this company. We would not be still having $49.50 joining fees and people still joining if people didn't want to join. That's just the way that you tell yourself. You know, we're so hard on ourselves as human beings, and we sit here and tell ourselves we're not worthy, that we aren't capable, that we aren't good enough, that we aren't, you know, heck, I joined this business for $200 and then I promoted and I was like, okay, like I'm just going to be the happiest diamond for the rest of my life. And look where I am, because I didn't see it. When I joined, I didn't see this because we don't know what we're doing. You know, like when you joined, I thought Ruby was like the top of the company. So when I hit Ruby, I was like, oh, I'm balling. Like, man, this is good. I didn't understand because you can't wrap your head around what this business can do for you. And so there's people on your timeline that are watching you and living through you. They see I have people message me all the time and they're like, you're so confident. Like, you're so passionate about what you do. Like, I love that. Like, I want to be passionate about something like that too. And then 6 months down the road, here they are on my messages saying they just lost their job. Be that person for them, you guys. Be the hope that people need, that sit there and watch you every single day waiting for you to promote. So every single time you shout out the vision of where you're going, people follow that. You know, you're going to have people, you know, if I was going diamond this month and I say, hey, I'm going diamond, I'm earning a $10,000 bonus, I put out there for 10 freaking months that I was going double diamond. I was like, May 2017, double diamond. Nope, try again. June 2017, double diamond. Nope. Failed again. July 2017, going double diamond. And people found promise in that. When I finally went double diamond in March, people joined me like crazy because they watched me shout out that goal. They watched me keep pushing. They watched me pull it off. And then every single month since then, I've had those people joining me because they've watched me never give up. Stop quitting on yourself, stop quitting on your team, and stop quitting on the people that are potentially going to join you, because I'm going to tell you something right now. Those people, if you quit, they're going to come join my team because I'm not quitting and I'm consistent every single day. So the people that you quit on are going to go find somebody else that's not going to quit on them. So if you're on here and you have people underneath you, you are a leader whether you feel like it or not. That goal you missed, get up and try again, because I'm not sitting back and crying. I'm on a Zoom training you on how to get right back up. Because I've got up every single time I've fallen. I've never quit. I've never stopped on this business because it's not an option. If you have quitting on the table right now, throw it out the door. Because if you have a plan B and this isn't your plan A, plan B will always come first. Because that's what we do as humans. We don't like change. We're over here like, oh, plan B is easier because I don't have to stay up late and I don't have to get on all these Zooms trainings. I don't have to have my leaders asking me how close I am because I'm not even working. You're going to choose the plan B every time, so get rid of it. Plan B for me is die. There is no plan B. Like, plan A is all I got. I'm going ambassador over hell or high water, even if it takes me out along the way. Like, I'm freaking doing it. And that's how you should feel. So I'm going to make sure there's no more questions in here. Y'all put so many goals in here, I'm having to scroll. What a problem. How do we sign up both people for the friend deal? Okay, so you don't have to enroll them with a friend. It's just a marketing tactic. It's just us saying, hey, join me with a friend, so that people are getting 2 people to join for $99, but they can join for $49.50 without a friend. You just want to say, yeah, we'll get you started for $49.50, and then you can find a friend to join you for $49.50. And here they are frantically looking for a friend to join them, when if they didn't, you know, they didn't have that momentum and fire to get that done, they probably wouldn't. So it's just a marketing tactic. So go post a picture with your best friend and talk about how it's a blessing to join a friend. So yeah, so I think that's the biggest thing, is a lot of people are asking about distributors. How do you get them to join your team? Like I said, cast the vision. Where are you going? What are you doing with this business? Is it going to bring you $300 a month? Are you earning a $10,000 bonus? I didn't even know what the heck diamond was when I said I was going diamond. I was like, what's diamond? I don't know. It could be black diamond at this point. We don't know. Diamonds can make $100,000, but I'm doing it. I'm going diamond. Posted about going diamond. Posted about that $10,000 bonus, posted about where I was going, started posting about what it was doing for me, paying for my gas. I think a lot of y'all forget that people don't care that I make $20,000 a month. People don't care that Carly makes $10,000 a month. People don't care that Courtney Bohr is number 5. They think it's cool. It's like, oh, wow, that's like super cool. Like, that's great. I can never do that. That's not it. That's like inspiring to them. But what's cool to them and what they will join over is gas, groceries, $100 bonus, going Ruby, $500 a month, the little things, because people right now that are so broke watching our post, they can't see it. They can't see that vision that I've been casting for 2.5 years, because I've had to go through it in order to get that vision. I've had to get to this point to be like, oh crap, I am capable. When I joined this business, I used to think that people that were presidential and ambassador were freaking unicorns. And now I guess I am a unicorn, because that's what I thought they were. So if you're sitting here, you know, thinking of just how in the heck am I going to get to where I want to go? And how am I going to be that person? And how am I going to be presidential? Because you shout it out there. You are willing to get up every single time you fall. You're willing to lead your team to success, even if they're not working with you. You're willing to stay up late and get up early and get on every single training, because I guarantee you right now, every single person that gets on my work Zooms every single night has promoted and did promote last month. Every single one of them. And if they didn't, they got this close. So start showing up for yourself, get your game plan out for your team, text your team right after this Zoom, text your promoting people and say, are you in or are you out? Because if you're in, let's go. If you're out, goodbye. Go to find some new people who want to work this business with me. Go shout out the post of where you're going this month. I'm going diamond. I'm earning a $10,000 bonus. I'm going ruby. I'm making $500 a month. Shout out the vision, so that when you pull that promotion off, all those people that watched you shout it out and not only achieve it are going to be right there in your inbox asking you how they can get started for $49.50, okay? So I'm going to post this recording on my YouTube channel, and I know Courtney will share it in the team page as well for all of you. I hope that this helped y'all. I'm really freaking excited for April. If you're hyped, drop a 7, because I'm hyped. I'm sweating through my shirt. I need to go take another shower, and I just got out. But I'm literally so pumped for this month, because I know that it's going to top April. I know on my story, I literally said my team killed May. That's how excited I am for May, because I acted like it was already gone. So keep pushing. Do not give up. Get right back up if you missed your promotion. If you killed your promotion last month, get your new chart out and start working towards that. Rechart. If you feel like no one's working with you, just find people that will. And if you can't, cast the vision and like literally manifest that distributors will join you, and they will. So I love y'all. I hope you have a really good night, and let's go crush May. Bye.